Greetings, my name is George Falconer, and this is Peniel. I'm going to read a short passage from Isaiah, and it's chapter 46. And this is about the contrast between false gods and the real one. Bel boweth down, Nebo stoopeth, their idols were upon the beasts and upon the cattle. Your carriages were heavy laden, they are a burden to the weary beast. They stoop, they bow down together, they could not deliver the burden, but themselves are gone into captivity. Hearken unto me, O house of Jacob, and all the remnant of the house of Israel, which are born by me from the belly, which are carried from the womb, and even to your old age. I am he, and even to hoar hairs will I carry you. I have made and will bear, even I will carry and will deliver you. To whom will you liken me and make me equal and compare me, that we may be like? They lavish gold out of the bag and weigh silver in the balance, and hire a goldsmith, and he maketh it a god. They fall down, yea, they worship. They bear him upon the shoulder, they carry him and set him in his place, and he standeth from his place. Shall he not remove? Yea, one shall cry unto him, yet can he not answer, nor save him out of his trouble. Remember this, and show yourselves men. Bring it again to mind, O ye transgressors. Remember the former things of old, for I am God, and there is none else. I am God, and there is none like me, declaring the ends from the beginning, and from the ancient times, the things that are not yet done, saying, My counsel shall stand, and I will do all my pleasure, calling a ravenous bird from the east, and the man that executeth my counsel from a far country. Yea, I have spoken it. I will also bring it to pass. I have purposed, I will do it. So there's the contrast between false gods and the real God, because two of them are named here, the Babylonian gods of Bel and Nebo, who bow down, and of course they were inanimate objects. And it says in this passage that they hearken unto these false gods. They produce gold, and they melt the gold down and make it into gods. But the turning point is this. It's in verse 4. We'll start from verse 3. Hearken unto me, O house of Jacob, and all the remnant of the house of Israel, which are born by me, not these false gods, born by me, from the belly, which are carried from the womb. And even to your old age I am he, and even to hoar hairs will I carry you. I have made and I will bear, even I will carry and will deliver you. So right from your birth to your old age, your death, God is looking after us. And that's something I know something about these days. As a young man, I was always aware of God, and he existed and he was real, and that I belonged to him. But now I'm able to look back and can back up this passage, saying, even to your old age, to your grey hairs, I will carry your burdens. Because these false gods couldn't carry the burdens that we bear. We have all sorts of burdens in life, and they are heavy, and we can cry out to God, and he somehow enables us. He doesn't necessarily make life easy, because if he made life easy, let's face it, we'd take him for granted. But he's always got our attention with our difficulties, and he's enabling us in all our difficulties. And he's saying that he will enable us. And then in verse 5, he lays down the challenge. And he's trusting that the people of Israel will pay attention to this challenge because he is going to rise to it. To whom will you liken me and make me equal and compare me that we may be like? He's saying, don't compare me to these false gods. They can't speak. They can't listen. But I speak and I listen, and I am calling you to myself. They can't do that. They can't move. They bear him upon the shoulder, they carry him and set him in his place, and he standeth from his place. Shall he not remove? Yea, one shall cry unto him. He yet can he answer, nor save him out of his trouble. These false gods couldn't do anything, no matter how optimistic the people of Israel might have been. The problem was they were in Babylon. They were in a society that wasn't their own, and they had been influenced by that society, and they were worshipping the gods of Babylon. Well, do we have any equivalent? Well, I would say that in our current situation in the Western world, we have turned our back upon God, and we are turning more and more to false gods. Now, these false gods can be anything at all, anything or anybody that takes the place of the real God. I have argued that we have the God of self, and we put ourselves forward. We think we're all important, but there's lots of other gods, and we might not call them God, but we treat them as though they are, because we have abandoned the real God. This isn't known or read like it once was. The Bible, God's Word, He has revealed Himself in that. And if only we turn back to God and get familiar with His words once again, can we enjoy God. And it's not just an academic thing. We have to experience God for ourselves. It is an experience. It is a transforming experience. And we have to walk with God day by day in His Word and in prayer and do His will. And God is challenging the people of Israel in this chapter. Forsake the Babylonian gods. You can't compare me with them. Even in this chapter, you can see that through Isaiah, God was speaking to His own people and drawing them to Himself. These false gods couldn't draw Him. And then finally, God says that He will bring His righteousness near. I will bring near my righteousness. I shall not be far off. My salvation shall not tarry. I will place salvation in I will place salvation in Zion for Israel's glory. So He's saying that He is going to carry out His will. He's going to do exactly what He said He was going to do. These false gods couldn't tell them anything, and they certainly couldn't do them anything. So will you trust in the real God, the God of the Bible?